recently made lemon curd for the very first time. It was so good I made it 3 times the first day. A friend had given me some lemons that she'd gotten from her neighbor's tree, and it seemed like the perfect chance to try it. I want to show you how to do it because if you like lemon desserts, it's one of the best you can make, and it's pretty simple. You're going to need a cup of sugar and a tablespoon of lemon zest, a half a cup of lemon juice, 5 egg yolks, and 1 cup of sugar. You also need either a double boiler or a really heavy bottom saucepan. Let me show you how to separate the eggs, since that can be a little bit tricky for some people. If you've never done it before, it's not difficult. You just have to get used to doing it. I'll show you that. I've already done a few of them in the bowl here, but let me just show you. You always want to keep your whites because you can use those for other things like angel food cake, meringues, and that kind of thing. Just gently crack your egg, trying to crack it really in the midsection, and then open it kind of gently, and then just let the white fall down and move the yolk into the other half of the eggshell. You'll only need to do that back and forth a couple of times, and then you've got all the whites separated into one container, and you can just put your yolk in there. Let me do that one more time quickly just so you can see it. You can get a little gadget for doing this, but I don't like gadgets that do only one thing unless I'm going to use them over and over, so I just prefer to do it that way. So the first thing we're doing is we've got a heavy bottom saucepan, and we're going to rub 1 tablespoon of the lemon zest into the saucepan, into the sugar in the saucepan. This just helps the oils of the lemon zest to release into the sugar, and it just helps you extract a little bit more flavor. Now I've already juiced the lemon. Some of your recipes that you'll read online will say 4 or 5 lemons, but really lemons vary so much in size, and these ones I have were giant, so you need to kind of know how much. So what I did was measure it for you, and that is 1 tablespoon of lemon zest. And then for the juice, you need about half a cup. It can be a little bit more, and then just pour that right into your sugar. You're going to take all of this over to the saucepan, add your eggs, and then your butter. Let's run over there and I'll show you how that works. All right, once you get over to the saucepan, you've got your sugar with the lemon zest, add the 5 egg yolks, and cut your butter into small pieces like this. You're going to do this over a medium heat, medium to low, so that you can cook the curd gently. If you have your heat too high, the eggs are going to just turn into scrambled eggs. That's why you need a heavy bottom saucepan to do that. If you don't have a heavy bottom saucepan like this, you can just make a double boiler. And let me show you what that looks like. Just take a saucepan, put about 2 inches of water in it, and set that to simmer. You don't want this water to boil. Get a bowl that you can put over the top of that without your bowl touching the water, and just put all your ingredients in here, stirring it while you cook it. You can see the butter is starting to melt. In total, it's going to take about 7 to 10 minutes for this to cook and to thicken to turn into our lemon curd. So let's just keep watching that as it does and just gently stir it. This is about 2 to 3 minutes into the cooking, and you can see even the butter hasn't completely melted yet. While you're in the middle of this cooking time, go ahead and get a larger bowl and put a strainer in that, because once the curd thickens, you're going to pour it off into this bowl to cool, and you want to strain out the lemon zest so that you have a completely smooth curd to work with. Okay, you can see the butter is already starting to melt, and now we're just going to continue to cook and stir so this thickens. Okay, our butter's completely melted now, and this is about 5 minutes into the cooking process. The liquid is still relatively thin. Here we are right at about the 9-minute mark with this. and I can feel that it is starting to thicken. I think you can see it's a smoother color and consistency. So don't lose heart on this and don't give up on it thinking that it's not going to thicken. You don't need flour, you don't need cornstarch. It's going to thicken all on its own. The egg yolks and the lemon juice are doing the work that they're supposed to do. This is one of the reasons I love cooking. You can take simple ingredients like butter, sugar, eggs, and lemons and make something so fabulous and so delicious. Okay, this is right at about 11 minutes for this, and we have gotten a thicker consistency. Keep in mind that you're not looking for it to get to a custard consistency at this point because it really does thicken up as it cools. I'm going to do the back of the spoon just in case you can see that. And I'm not sure you can. But if you take a look at some of the bubbles, you can see they're thicker. Okay? Turn that off. Give it one final stir. And we're just going to pour this through the strainer into a wide bowl. That's going to help it to cool more quickly. Lift your strainer up and just help all that liquid get through there. And what you're going to catch are the little bits of the lemon peel, and also, don't know if you can see that or not, any of the egg yolk that might have cooked a little bit. It's going to strain that out too. You don't want either one of those things. You want a completely smooth curd. Now what you need to do is just take a bit of cling film and cover that. You need to put your cling film right on the surface of the curd. That keeps it from forming a skin as it cools. Let that cool just to room temperature, and then you can transfer it to a jar and put it in the refrigerator. You can use this to make lemon tarts, lemon meringue pie. You can fill little cream puffs with it or cupcakes. You can use it as a filling for a lemon cake. Lots of little different things. I hope you do make this recipe because I know you'll enjoy it. Okay, now let me show you. We've got the lemon curd out of the fridge. This is the first batch that I made where I did it all the ingredients at once, and it has thickened. So it's got a nice thick sort of pudding-like consistency. I was going to show you one cute little thing that you can do with it. I took some sweet pastry dough and cut it out with like a 4.5 inch flower shaped cookie cutter, put it in a mini muffin tin, and this is the kind of thing you get. I was going to show you a bunch of them on a plate, but somebody ate them before I could get finished with it. But if you fill that little cup with the lemon curd, you see you get a sweet little flower-shaped lemon dessert. Dust that with a little powdered sugar, or even put some whipped cream in it or meringue topping, and you've got a really, really yummy dessert that's really cute and really nice for Easter or any kind of springtime meal. Enjoy this with your friends. I'm having some of my friends over in about a week, and I'm going to make this for them as well. Enjoy.